Now, let's move on to our second question.
David Malins, does Crossrail make you cross?
Isabella, sure.
I'm not really particularly cross about Crossrail. When I heard it was going to be delayed, I just sort of shrugged. I mean, it involves trains. Of course it's late, so they always are. I think I'm more cross about HS2, which I think is a real luxury vanity project. I don't really think we need it. What I think that the money for HS2, which is going to be far more than we're already being told it is, 50 billion or whatever, it will be far more than that, should be redistributed to increase capacity across the rail network and make train travel much more affordable.
Sir Michael Darrington is on the line, calling us from near Hexham. Hello.
Hello, hi. Yes.
Hi, can I call you Michael? It's
Yes,
sort of a
Michael,
great level.
yes,
Thank you very much. And so were you worried about the announcement, the timing of the announcement? What does it tell you?
Yes, well, what it tells me, Crossrail is a big project. It's an important project for London, but sadly, like most government projects, is running significantly over budget and has continuing delays. So it just shows how bad we are on these large projects. But that is history. There will be benefits in due course. So passing on from that, I wanted to say that the bigger project that's really massively worse and going to be even worse for us is HS2. Because the cost of HS2, we don't know what it'll be, £50 billion, £100 billion, who knows? And there's no substantiated return on investment. They don't actually give proper detail of how they're calculating any return. And so it really is going to be a terrible project. And it's money that could be beneficially spent for our national benefit. People talk to you about the railways generally, and they're all pretty third world country. They are not to a high standard, and they need investment in the railways generally. And I think we could spend some of that HS2 money on improving our railways nationally, and that would be a big advantage for a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
No, I think. Just correct me if I'm wrong, but you have an association with Greg's Bakery. That's right, and
right, yes,
formerly
I was
United.
for about 24 years. Yes.
So the argument is that these big capital expenditure projects, things like HS2, they will open a corridor of opportunity. That there will be. The argument will go that there will be a lot of people who will want to either work on that railway, travel on that railway. They will want sausage rolls and biscuits to sustain them, and that way it will regenerate a whole swathe of the country, which has hitherto been choked off.
Basically, as I'm in the north, it's going to be a wider issue which I didn't really want to get into, but I think it's not going to help the north at all. It's going to help London and Birmingham, and it's probably going to help London more than Birmingham, because all the evidence is that when you build these infrastructure projects, the people would move from Birmingham to London for their work rather than London to Birmingham. And that's what's happened in all other countries where they built this sort of infrastructure. So that's why I'm feeling really strongly that it's a bad project. But there are other things that the money should be spent on, such as I said, our railways nationally, which are awful. If you travel on them regularly, they are not good quality.
Okay.
Even every bit as annoying to me personally is the scandalous condition of our roads. There are potholes all over the place. Cars are getting damaged.
No, I hear.
Are being injured and killed.
Oh, well, I hear the point. I hear the point you're making. The money could be spent in other places. I take that point. Thank you very much for making it very clearly. Another one here, Mr. Barraclough. It seems Crossrail knew that the signalling would be difficult, but ignored it until it had to be dealt with. Doesn't inspire much confidence in HS2, does it? Which has far more logistical problems. Another call on this. Harry Harper is calling us from Blackburn in Lancashire. Hello. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Anita.
Hi. What did you want to say?
I would echo what your opening caller on this subject, Michael, said about investment and the unwiseness of proceeding with HS2.